Ohio gozaimasu minasan. Welcome back. Today is going to be a very special episode. Introduce yourself, mystery guest.
Mr.
Welcome.
Guest.
Welcome.
God damn it, Eric.
That's you. He did his one job. So we have a lot of interesting ish things. I don't know. It's gonna be a weird episode. So it's gonna be kind of a weird like podcasty episode, I guess. Ish. I don't know. What do you think, Mason?
Yeah, dude.
Well
Just
done.
keep walking on Roach.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Let's go get on a boat.
I mean, oh my God.
Oh.
We're moving into the RP part.
Cha! Punch this wolf to
Punch
death.
it to fucking death.
Yeah. All right. The game. I got to do the game. Looks awesome.
It looks great. It's been 2 weeks.
I know. Look at the trees, man.
Dude.
Fucking love it. Jesus. All right. Okay. All right. So we have a lot to talk about today, don't we, Mason?
Let me tell you what.
So I mean, I know every week you like to get stories for the videos and like have stuff to talk about. And
Dude, I went way too deep this time. I went way too hard to get stories.
I think you might have went a little farther than that was necessary. I know you really love the viewers, but maybe
Tone it down a little bit.
tone it down. We found the limit. You push the limits of the world, and let's just step it down one notch. Just a little bit. So
I'm sorry I missed D&D. I'm sorry. I get it. Okay?
oh my God. So what's been going on with you, Mason?
So,
What's been going on?
I didn't want to be alive, and I ended up in the ER.
Mm-hmm.
Just for ideologies, though. Mind you.
for feminism?
No.
What?
Moving on.
Okay.
And then they admitted me to another hospital,
Mm-hmm.
and I was stuck in a psych ward for 5 days.
Holy shit. It's a long time.
4
So, like,
days? Hold on.
What kind of psych ward was it? Just like, is there different types of psych wards? What does that
It was
mean?
the behavioral unit.
Mm-hmm.
And so, what that means is they put me into prison in a hospital. Because, from what I hear, all you can do in prison is walk around in circles. And you know what I fucking did for 17 miles?
Oh.
Holy shit.
Walked around in circles?
Yep.
Wow. Sounds fun.
Yeah. I
Did they-
painted a snowflake.
Did they let you like work out or anything, or
That was the extent of working out. Walking
walking in a circle?
in a circle.
So that's why you look so swole.
So swole. Yeah.
Those delicious calves you got going on. Fucking tone as shit, man. God damn.
They took away my shoes
Mhm.
because they had shoelaces.
Okay.
They took away my jacket because it has the string on it
Yeah.
and it has a skull on the side of it.
Yeah. A skull? Is
Yeah,
it-
because that was contraband at that point.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, because that's dangerous. You don't want
Yeah.
the skull. That's for sure.
Well, no skulls.
Mm-hmm.
And then they took away my hat for God knows why.
Yeah.
Don't know.
They didn't want you to take naps.
What could you do with a hat? What would that mean? Well, a hat, would you like try and swallow it or something?
I don't know. But I can tell you one thing, and that is that I found like up to 20 different ways to kill myself there.
Oh, really?
I was
Holy
like,
shit.
they aren't doing a very good job.
It's like, they took the hat, but they left,
They took the hat, but they left me with a rummy cube. I could just swallow these little domino things and die.
It's like they lock you in a room, they take away all your shit.
No. They didn't lock you. They didn't. You're
lock
not
you in
allowed
a
to have the door
building.
closed.
Oh, so they don't lock you in a room.
Nope. But you're locked in the unit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the doors. You can't close your door ever.
Okay.
So no matter what,
You can't. Why is there a door? Is there even a door?
there's a door.
Why the fuck do they put a door?
So they can lock it so people can't get into those rooms when they're
Oh.
not used.
So like at like a certain point in the night, they close it and lock the door so you can't get out, or
No. They
That's
don't
the
want
door
that.
to your room. They have the other door so we can't get out locked the entire day.
Gotcha.
You motherfucker, Eric.
So unprofessional. We'll wait.
Don't worry about it.
No.
wait for you.
We'll wait for this.
It's very important. What's going on? Your kid died?
You don't have to turn it off. You can just.
Your kid better be dead.
Silence it.
Let's see.
I'll snuff your kid out right now. So what do?
It was a honeydew list.
Wow, that's important.
I don't know
Okay.
what I expected.
Well, I apologize. That was important, okay? I was the asshole. I recognize this. I'm sorry. Continue with your story, Mason.
So, the first night I was there, I got there like 8:30, and I was told that it was like a normal hospital room.
Mm-hmm.
So, I thought, I could close the doors, I'd have a normal bed, there'd be a TV in the room. We're cool.
Yeah.
I get there, they show me to my room. I have a mattress that's maybe 2.5 to 3 inches thick. I get one pillow with one pillowcase,
Okay, no one sleeps with one pillow.
no TV,
Wow.
and I'm not allowed to close the door. And the first night, I couldn't figure out how to turn off the lights in the room for an hour and a half.
How do you turn them off?
There were like 8 switches,
Oh.
and there was a combination of how you do the switches. I was off by one.
Why is it like a fucking like a puzzle, like
I
a
don't
Skyrim
fucking
puzzle to
know.
like open up the fucking thing? Like it should just be an on-off switch, right?
Don't ask questions. I had no idea.
You gotta turn off this breaker, turn that breaker on, but if you turn that breaker off, then it counteracts this breaker, so it doesn't work. Like, what the fuck?
Yep.
That's pretty weird.
That was what the hospital was like, though.
Well then.
And so, on the second day of Christmas,
My true love gave to me.
on the second day, I had to go wait to talk to, I can't remember if it was a psychiatrist or just a normal doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were like, yeah, you're going to talk to a social worker, which happened at like 10 a.m. That was awesome because they were nice.
Uh-huh.
And then they're like, yeah, you'll talk to the doctor soon. So I'm like walking around, and at 4:30, right before dinner time, mind
Yeah.
you, after snack, because they had designated snack time.
Ooh, fancy. Hey, okay, that's a plus.
Whoa,
Put
whoa,
that
whoa,
on the
whoa, whoa.
positive side.
Whoa. Was it chocolate pudding?
No. I could get Jell-O or a Yoplait, and I can get
Yoplait.
2 juices,
Ooh, what kind of juices?
cranberry or apple.
Which juice? Did you get any juice?
On the first day, I got an orange creamsicle Yoplait at night,
Uh-huh.
at the nighttime snack time. And on my last day there, I didn't have anything to do, so I went in, I was like, fuck it. Give me all the apple juices.
Nice.
But the second day, we had the snack time, and I went at 4:30 to go talk to the doctor, and he was just like, so where do you see yourself in 5 years? And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's like, you had to have had dreams, didn't you? And I was like, yeah, I had dreams. They're not fucking realistic anymore. It's like, yeah, I want to be a Power Ranger. That's not happening.
Well, I mean, are they trying to reboot Power Rangers?
They are. They made a new movie.
Oh, see, you got a chance.
Yeah, but anyway.
You'd be the Pink Ranger.
So, no.
Did you tell him the retirement plan?
No. That retirement plan was the reason why. I was
The
in the
retirement
hospital.
plan did not go well. Turns out it was the wrong retirement plan.
Turns out that 401k was not the right 401k.
It did not pay out very well. They took a lot of taxes from
The
it.
investment wasn't worth it.
Oh
So-
boy.
Yeah, so I had to talk to the doctor, and now I'm taking lithium.
What?
Is that like a metal?
I have no
What is
idea.
that?
It's a pink pill.
Isn't it like gas?
Here.
Oh, he's got pills.
It looks like this. That's my lithium.
Just a pink
Just a
pink
tiny
pill
little
of
pink pill.
happiness.
Yeah.
What is it? What is it supposed to do?
It's a mood stabilizer because they say that I'm bipolar,
Uh-huh.
which I am not going to argue with. You know what?
I'm not gonna argue with.
I'm not a fucking doctor.
Yeah, that's
My dad's been diagnosed with it, so
Probably runs in the family.
yeah, fuck it. And then they have me on the Prozac still, and they have me on Prozocin, which is to treat PTSD and trauma.
Well, you worked at Smith's, so I mean,
I know,
come on, honey.
Yeah.
That just makes sense. I should get on that shit.
but they gave it to me for nightmares.
Were you having nightmares or?
Dude, I have nightmares all the time. I was only getting like 2 hours of sleep a night.
Well,
Huh?
oh, I was gonna say, yeah, you used to talk about that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I get like a full 8. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, well, yeah. I gotta, as someone who gets a full 8 all the time for like my whole life, it is pretty fucking awesome. I can agree.
The last time I got a full 8 hours was when I didn't have kids. So,
Well, that's your fault.
You kind of took
no,
that
no one has
responsibility.
sympathy for you, okay? Not only do we not have sympathy, you fucking deserve it, okay?
Not only did you have one kid, you had 2.
That's where you lose all
right.
sympathy. It's not the first one. Maybe we'd feel
You'd
bad.
be like, okay, you
like-
get one fuck up where you're
Yeah.
like, ah.
It's Spider-Man. Everybody gets one, but when you
Look-
go to 2,
look, it's like the whole you give the fly, the spider eats the fly. I was hoping for that, but
I don't even understand the analogy.
like one watches the other. I'm hoping I'll have a third one to watch the second one.
I see.
Yeah,
All right. Okay.
it's a babysitter.
Yeah, it's just a babysitter you have to incubate for 8 years.
Yeah, you got to take care of it for like 8 years, and then it pays itself out. It's an investment, man.
I don't know. I feel like Mason's investment might have been a little better than your investment.
Mine paid out just a little bit better.
I don't know. It's a tough call.
But, Jesus Christ, there was someone there at 4 a.m. on the fucking dot that would just walk out of their room and just start screaming at the nurses and just be like, I don't give a fuck. Fuck you, motherfuckers. I want to get out of here. And she was just slamming her cup up on like the wall and shit. She slammed her bathroom door, which was a half door that they could look into to see if you were in there so you didn't kill yourself. She slammed that hard enough that it broke tiles off her wall.
Whoa.
So they had to move her from that room to another room.
So she couldn't fuck herself up with the tiles that she
Yes.
just broke off the wall?
Yes.
Jeez. Whoa. So that's hardcore shit right there.
And like, yeah, me and like the one other person there that came in the same night that I was there were like the 2 most sane human beings there. Like at that point of the 4 a.m. thing, we were both like, where the fuck am I? Oh God, this is not good for my sanity.
Yeah, like you get there and you realize like, oh man, there's a lot of layers to how crazy you can get.
Yes.
And you're seeing the
I
depths
was
of
at
where
like
it's
layer,
going,
I was at like layer 0.5.
Yeah.
All right. Like, I was completely sane. I understood why I was there. I was brought there under my own free will. I took myself there.
Yeah.
All right? I voluntarily went.
Yeah.
So did this other person. Everyone else was there for, like, coming down off heroin.
Yeah. So they're very, very upset
So
at
they're
everything.
Very, very messed up.
Yeah.
My wife's aunt used to run that place that you went to.
St. Mark's?
Yeah, and she has told me some stories.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is it's not the most loving place to go.
Oh, they loved me.
Oh, because you weren't crazy.
Yeah, because I would walk around. They'd be like, getting that mile in? I'd be like, mile 5. And kept walking. And then the next day, going for 10 miles today? Nope, going for 5.
Because you're just like pacing.
Yeah, because I walk around 100 times.
I mean, what else are you gonna do? You're not gonna sit there and play dominoes with a crazy ass.
I did once.
How was that?
But that was because...
Well, how do you play dominoes?
No, it wasn't dominoes, it was Rummy Cube. So
Wait, what's that?
It's like gin rummy, but you play with dominoes, essentially. Like, there are domino things with numbers on them. It's really
Okay.
weird. You have to make, like, runs of one color, so it would be, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 kind of thing with blue.
Mm-hmm. Do you
Or-
let the crazy guy win, or do you, like, how does...
No,
What's
the
the-
crazy
what's the
lady kicked
etiquette?
my ass every time.
Oh, so she's...
Like, she was good at it. Like, she had finally, like, she was one that was sleeping in her room the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Fuck you, St. Mark's. You want to know why? Because I signed a paper that said I wouldn't talk about shit when I left. But guess what? I was mentally unstable at that point, so nothing I signed in there fucking legally counts.
Wow. That's some savage shit right there.
I'm not going to use names,
Yeah.
but
No names.
yeah, I played Rummy Cube with one person on the day that I was leaving because she was supposed to have left the day before, but she didn't have anywhere to go.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were like, well, we're not going to send you out at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
in the fucking middle of winter.
Uh-huh.
So they let her stay another night, and then we played Rummy Cube. And I hadn't seen this person once until,
Until that moment.
like, the day she was supposed to leave.
Oh.
She had been in her room, asleep the entire time.
Was it a pretty big place, or?
There were 20 rooms.
So there's a bunch of rooms. All the doors are open.
Yeah, all the doors are all the doorknobs are triangles, so
What?
you can't hang yourself on them.
Okay.
Like they're like ice cream cones, but like the point is cut off.
Oh, I see. So
So,
like the rope or whatever would like just slide right off.
Yeah, so it'll just slide right off.
Oh, I
Same
see.
thing
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the shower, and the shower curtain's like all the way up on the ceiling, like 12 feet above you, so you can't like pull it down. But let me be honest, I had 2 blankets. If I wanted to hang myself, I could do it. All right.
Or you, what?
Well, that's my friend Jordan. He actually hung himself in prison with his bed sheets.
Prison's a little different
Yeah.
though. They're
No. This was no different. Prison. That was prison.
In
I was
terms
prison.
in terms of like the doorknobs in prison, probably don't give a shit if you're gonna hang yourself or not.
I'm pretty sure you got bars on your windows for that shit.
Yeah. my point is like if you can find a way, it wouldn't be hard.
Well, if
Yeah.
someone really wanted to,
Well,
what
just
are you gonna do?
like back with the rummy cube thing, I could break one of the little tray things in half and use it as a fucking knife. All right.
It's a lot
This
of
place
things you
was
could do.
not. Yeah, they had caps on fucking soap things that we had. I could swallow the cap and die. I could drink the soap, I'm sure, and not die but get sick.
And then find the scalpel when you're in the hospital.
Turns out the soap is really just like jelly or something like
Yeah. Dude, I wouldn't be surprised. But in the mornings, they'd give us a menu, and you could pick what you wanted for breakfast and lunch and dinner. Or lunch, dinner, and then breakfast the next day.
Mm-hmm.
I was not made aware that I could select more than one option. I could select the entire fucking thing if I wanted to. Like, I could just put a giant circle on it and be like, I want everything.
Oh.
Yeah, I wasn't told that, so I was like getting like one thing of each.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, do you want pancakes or cereal? I'm like, I guess I'll have pancakes. And it's like, do you want syrup or butter? I guess I'll have syrup. Do you want oatmeal or pudding? Guess I'll have oatmeal. Do you want a roll or toast, or do you want a bagel?
Oh, well, I kind of want all 3 of them.
I want all of them, but I guess I'm gonna have a roll. And so,
They came up there like, wow, you don't eat much.
yeah, it wasn't until the last day where I like looked over because finally, like, I had people congregating around me. Like, I ended up making like a group of people that I would sit by, and we'd have like 4 people at the table. So when on the first day I was there, I was the only one at my table. I finished eating and I left.
Mm-hmm.
On the last day I was there, I had 4 people at my table, and we all hung out until they were like, okay, you guys need to leave the dining room. And so it wasn't until that day where I was like, how did you get so much stuff? They're like, oh, you can circle whatever the fuck you want. And I was like, are you kidding me right now?
You saw like other people with tons of shit on their thing,
like-
and you're like, what the fuck?
You got syrup and butter?
Yeah,
What
things
the
like that. Like, you got hot cocoa and tea? Where did you get this?
You have to pay extra for that? Jesus Christ.
And so on the last day, I just circled like every single thing that I could because I knew I was leaving. And I was like, fuck this place.
Give me it all.
I'm getting my money's worth.
But they only gave us 1 hour a day of visitation time.
Mm-hmm.
And during that hour, only 2 people per person could be in the area to visit.
Yeah.
So, like, the first day it was my mom and my stepdad. And then, oh yeah, Eric, guess what?
Let's hear it.
I've pretty much got a girlfriend.
I heard
I've been whispering sweet nothings to Eric over the months.
when Joel told me at work, I was like, fuck yeah. I was like, he's finally getting some sweet ass pussy.
Yeah, he got
You
like
know
a
who
half
it
chub
is.
immediately.
I do? Who is it?
I've got some delicious cock.
Really?
Yeah. Bleep that out, Joel.
Okay. Remind me to write up. To
I will
bleep it out.
remind you.
19 minutes.
Just the last name. 19 minutes.
So she knows me then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talk about you guys all the time.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's really
Who
cool.
is she? What is this? Why am I left out?
I will pull her up on the good old
Internet?
internet.
I feel super left out. What is this shit? You come to my house and you leave me out of stuff?
I didn't leave you out of shit.
That's true.
If anything, you know more.
Well, yeah, but I don't know who she is.
Here actually it would be just easier to find her through your.
So the last time we recorded,
I'm not even her friend
the last
What? Are you kidding me?
on Facebook.
yeah, fuck Facebook. The last time we
She ain't on
recorded,
Facebook, dude.
Then how am I supposed to find her? God damn it, Mason! You could have said that before I started pulling her up.
I just wanted you to look like a dumbass.
It's really not that hard.
Yeah, you know who you're talking about, right?
The opportunities come plentiful.
I finally have a picture though.
Picture of what? Her?
Her?
You?
Yeah. See, told you she's real.
She looks familiar. Like I've seen a picture of her before. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I feel left out still or not.
You don't feel left out.
Okay, I don't. So the last time we recorded,
Huh?
the last
What?
time the last time we recorded, you said you were going to the doctor to the trazodone.
Oh, I
all
still have
that.
to take that too.
What happened with all that? Did you go to the doctor?
Yeah, I went to the doctor.
What happened?
He said, keep going on the stuff. And I was like, okay. And then 2 days later, I wanted to kill myself.
Because the trazodone.
Because the trazodone.
How's the trazodone working now?
I don't have a pill cutter, so I have to cut it in half.
Uh-huh.
And everyone else makes fun of me for it.
Because
like the doctors at the hospital, they're like, you have to take half of this? I'm like, yeah, one full one fucks my world.
Uh-huh. Well, 2 full ones fucked your world.
Oh, 2 full ones almost killed me.
Well, yeah, that's right. And
One
then
full one.
The one didn't. What did the one do?
No,
to
the
you?
one didn't do anything. Then I took 2.
Uh-huh.
And then after I took the 2, the ones murdered me too.
Oh, so they were too much.
Yeah.
So now you're down to half. So
Yes.
is the half working pretty good then?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you're getting your 8 hours. So
Well, see,
that's
I don't
good,
know if
right?
it's that or if it's the Prozocin.
Or all the other things you've
You're
got.
on a plethora of drugs there,
I'm on
sir.
lithium, Prozocin, Prozac,
Jesus
and
Christ.
trazodone.
Trazodone. But I guess you trazodone.
I trazodone now, unfortunately.
So 2 days later. So what did he say? He just said like take less trazodone, like cut it in half is all he said.
The doctor in the hospital was like, take it as needed.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to put you on half.
Okay.
I was like, okay.
Okay, I guess.
Fuck that doctor, though, because every time I talked to him, too, he'd sit there and be like, so what are your dreams? And I'd be like, we talked about this yesterday.
Do you not remember?
And then, like, the next day, he'd be like, what are your dreams?
Mm-hmm. Do you mean like what did I dream last night, or what the fuck are you saying?
Are you fucking with me right now, bud?
Am I being punked? Where's Ashton Kutcher? Come on. What the fuck?
But, like, it wasn't just me that he was doing it to, which made me, like, I felt insane when I was there until I talked to my other sane friend. And, like, me and her would walk and be like, is he fucking, like, crazy? Like, does he talk to you and, like, ask you, like, the same question 7 times? And she's like, yeah, I didn't know that was happening to everyone else, too.
That's funny.
Now,
maybe he's trying to catch you in your bipolarness. Like, maybe he'll give him a different answer with, like, a different personality. That's what he's
I don't
after.
have 2 personalities, just...
He's waiting for Maxwell to come out of Mason. Let me tell you about my dreams.
Well, he would ask me about my actual, like, nightmares and stuff. I'm like, I don't fucking remember. I don't try to think about that shit.
I wake up screaming and sweaty. What do you want from me?
Yeah, like, that's what I would tell him. He'd be like, huh, really? Doing
Interesting.
it now. Like,
I'm so interested.
the whole time it'd be like, are you trying to make me feel better? Or are you, like, trying to make sure I'm telling the truth? I don't know what you're fucking trying to do here, bud.
I don't know this dance you're playing with me. I don't like it.
Tomorrow I've got to go to dialectical behavioral therapy.
What the fuck
They
does
have
that
the
mean?
weirdest fucking names for this shit.
Dialectical behavioral therapy.
Yeah, apparently it's supposed to be really good. I don't fucking know.
What does the word diuretic?
Dude, I'm not even fucking looking this shit up, alright? We're not doing this right now.
Okay.
I don't even know what it means.
It means nothing.
They gave me
Doesn't
papers.
it mean open?
I don't know.
I think it means like open.
Eric can look it up. He's got a phone out. I mean,
Look
we
at
already
Mr.
know that.
PhD over here. Jesus Christ. We'll wait. We'll wait for you.
We'll wait,
to look it
Eric.
up.
No, wait.
If
I'll
you
look
want to
it
look it
up.
up, okay.
I'll look it up.
All right.
Anyway.
Okay. So two days later, what was that day like? You didn't sleep. You hadn't slept for like a couple weeks.
No, I was knocked out from the trazodone.
Okay, because you're back on the trazodone,
Yeah,
the one pill.
because he told me to start taking it again.
Mm-hmm.
You find it, Eric?
Yeah. So the art of investigating or discussing the truth of opinions.
Huh.
Inquiry into metaphysical contradictions and their solution.
Oh, I want to kill myself right now.
All
Hearing
right,
that
then.
fucking description.
Moving on.
Or as an adjective, or a relative, or dialectic, or dialectical. So.
Okay,
Moving on.
moving on. So the day. Talk us through the day. So you slept because the trazodont.
Yeah, I
you woke
slept.
up like a dead person.
No. I woke up, but didn't know I was awake, and I laid in my bed. Like, my alarms went off to go to work. I turned them off, and I laid there awake and fully conscious for 3.5 hours before I could move my body and get up.
So you were just like fucked up from the trazodont.
And so I already had to ask my family for money, and then I got yelled at it for it just to try and go to the doctor. And then I was already like feeling like super down about it.
Yeah, it was a bad day.
Yeah, and I've already been out of money for so long.
Bad
Like,
couple of weeks.
the day that I got yelled at,
Who yelled at you?
my mom.
Just
It,
because
it
like you
wasn't
needed
even
money.
necessarily a yell at. She didn't understand what was going on, so it was like a miscommunication on both sides.
Yeah.
But so the day she talked to me, I was in the process of eating tortillas
As you do.
with nothing on them
Well,
and
as
drinking a glass of water.
You do.
Because that's all I had.
Did you heat the tortilla?
No. I just grabbed the tortilla pack out like the night before, threw it in my room.
I feel like heating the tortilla would have been extra sad. Like, I have no money, but I'm gonna heat this tortilla in the microwave.
You're just
and drink
sitting
my
there
water.
looking like with your hands on your face, just kind of
You-
like looking at the microwave.
You even kind of slightly warm the water a little bit, just because
No.
you want to feel something warm in your
The
mouth.
night before I had this whole issue, I stole 1 packet of ramen
From
from Ryan.
2.0.
Yes.
Okay.
And I felt awful.
Yeah.
Like,
For your like 50 cents.
I was like, this is 45 cents. God damn it.
Yeah.
I owe him money now.
Shit.
And so, so I woke up, I missed work, and it just, like, put me into this awful spot. And apparently, once you start taking things for, like, anti-depression, anti-anxiety and stuff,
Yeah.
it can give you enough of, like, an energy push.
To like do something.
Yeah, to actually, like, push you to do it. So,
It seems like that's pretty common for a lot of that stuff.
yeah.
I know Eric was talking about
Yeah.
that. You have a lot of friends. That,
I've had 5 friends kill themselves now. So, like,
and didn't most of them like start like
yeah,
using
3 of them did, and then one of them was a heroin addict, and then the other one, he was super bipolar.
Yeah.
So, and he like overdosed on his medication and stuff like that. So,
Seems like it's a weird thing. Like, like I don't know.
Just to put you guys' minds at peace, this lithium, they have to check my blood every single month to make sure I don't have too much in my system or I don't have too little.
Oh.
My arms are still bruised from where they took my blood every single day
at this
at
fucking
the
place.
fucking hospital.
Jesus.
So I the one thing that would worry me is that it seems like once people take that extra step to actually do something, it kind of seems like as a dangerous road to be on now. It's like you've stepped off this train track, you're on a different train track now. So it's like it seems like it's a lot more, squirrely.
Well, yeah, I had in that whole day, I freaked out for like 4 hours, and then I'd finally come to that decision, and I went, let's just be, I'll be fully disclosure, went to go get the kitchen gun, all right?
Okay.
So, the retirement plan wasn't quite there, but...
It wasn't a shotgun.
It wasn't a shotgun, but...
The details,
Yeah.
And so, I went to go get that.
Semantics, really.
I went to go get that, and as I was going up the stairs, I had like a moment of clarity where I was like, I can't do this to my family. I can't stop recording with Joel. I have things I have to do. And so I just walked out of the house instead. And I got in my car and just started driving. And I ended up calling my mom. She was at the house. I went up, met up with her, and she just took me to the ER.
Oh, okay. So that's good. So you didn't actually get to actually do anything?
Yeah, and I had my own security guard in the ER. They put me into a room, and I was like, we don't have to get into a room. Someone's already in there. Like, no, we're putting you in a room. And it wasn't for 3 hours and that we realized, there's cameras in here to watch me on the wall, there's a picture with scrape marks from the corners after it's been pushed up.
Jesus.
They brought me food, and they wrote paper only on it. So they wouldn't bring me any, like, they gave me a plastic fork and a plastic spoon and a paper plate. It was fucking hilarious. Like, me and my mom were already, like, joking about it because that's what my family does. Like, that's our defense mechanism.
That's how my family is, too.
So it was like, we were sitting there, and my mom was like, you want to know why they made you change? And I was like, why? And she's like, because they needed to take your shoes because you had shoelaces on them. Too soon?
And then that's pretty good.
My grandma and my mom have a thing because they talk about my dad a lot, taking him to the 4th floor, which is the psych ward at the hospital they took me to the ER for because they had to transfer me to the other hospital, and which was the 4th floor as well. But my mom had said, oh, we were going to admit Mason to the 4th floor, but we think they took it out. And my sister sent back, I swear to God, how can they just remove an entire floor? Like, 100%. That's the only thing she thought it could mean. That's the kind of shit that my sister says, and I was busting out laughing, and my security guard that was sitting outside my room the entire time was, like, looking at me like I was fucking insane.
You were like that guy for a moment, you know?
Yeah, it's like, you wanted to kill yourself and you're laughing in here.
Yeah, you admitted yourself in here and you're laughing your ass off. Something's wrong with this kid. Jeez.
I'm not sure what's really going on. But yeah, so that was that whole experience. Yeah.
Well, how did that feel though? That fucking day where you're like, kind of, you get the kitchen gun and you're like, wait a minute.
I didn't get it. I went up to
You're going to get it.
Yeah.
And you're just sitting there like, wait a minute. Like, this can't be right. Like,
It's the only thing that stopped me was the fact where I'm like, my family's too good to me to have to deal with this kind of problem.
To like fuck them over.
Yeah, so it's like, this would be super shitty for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much, yeah.
Well, hey,
I think that's a good enough reason.
he did the right thing. That's
And
for
so,
sure.
Well, and we love you, so.
oh, I know. I had to talk to a doctor over Skype.
What?
That's very strange.
Yeah, they my mom called her the rollaway doctor.
So, how useful was this talk over
Well,
Skype?
no, it was
it pretty good?
It was to determine if I should be admitted or not.
Okay.
And-
While you were at the ER?
Yeah, while I was in the ER.
Okay.
So they just roll this doctor in,
They
and they're
roll
like,
in a screen that has a webcam that can see me, and I can see them, and they're talking to me. And, like, before they start talking, they're like, okay, I have to do this, this, and this. So, like, when I look down and stuff, I'm not looking away from you, and I'm not, like, not paying attention. I'm like, I know how a webcam works. I'm very familiar with this whole issue.
Yeah.
All right?
it's a WebMD doctor.
No, it was a crisis worker.
Okay.
Making that one clear. So,
Did he have like a name tag?
it was a
Like,
woman.
say crisis? Did she have a name tag? Crisis worker on it?
I don't remember, but they had to like ask me like, "Are you willing to go in voluntarily or not?" Because after hearing everything, we're going to admit you, but we want you to go in voluntarily. And I was like, "Yes, I voluntarily came into the ER."
Yeah. So, yeah. Well, I guess if you're gonna change your mind.
Yeah.
Could they have like just done it anyway? Is it
They
if it's
can-
different paperwork if they have to force
It's a
you to
legal
go?
thing at that point,
Okay.
and so it's cheaper for both parties if I don't. But yeah.
I see.
I went in, and they had like hours of group therapy for like every single thing, and like 4 people would show up, including me. They didn't give us scissors, so I painted a snowflake.
Did you have to show up, or was it just like
No,
voluntarily?
it's voluntarily, but if you show up to the groups, you have like a higher chance of leaving because the nurses will see that you're out doing things and like actively trying to get better.
Yeah.
So
You're like interacting and not just like sitting in your room brooding or something.
yeah. But the best part of this whole entire thing, there was one insane person that was there, and she came over and just sat by me one night. On the first night that, like, the actual night that I was there. So like the first night I was there, I slept. The second night we were actually doing everything. And I was just sitting in the back eating my fucking yogurt. And she just walks over and sits down. And we're just watching Saturday Night Live with like 5 other people because they had all taken the front seats. And I get up and I start walking away. I was like, well, have a great night. I don't know who she was. I was just being nice.
Yeah.
And she looks at me and she goes, I love you.
You're just like,
And I was like, oh shit, they're an insane person. Do I say it back or not? And I had this like mental thing, like just like bzzz.
Yeah.
I was like, I love you too, and I walked away.
You're just like unsure like how to handle the
Well,
situation.
yeah, I just figured if I say it, I will never see this human being again.
Mm-hmm.
And
Seems like the safer option, right?
they're insane. So
I'm waiting for that moment where she's like, he loves me? And like she spends like pretend she's like not crazy for the next year to get out, and then you find her on your doorstep and it becomes this whole like movie scene. And
I went more towards she's gonna like shit in her hand and like rub it on her face and like come over you while you're sleeping. Hi.
Hi.
oh dude, someone fucking stole my shit out of my room too.
What?
Like they give you a folder with like the rules and a schedule.
Mm-hmm.
And then my mom called and they were like, do you have the code? And she's like, no one gave me a code, and no one had given me a code yet. So I had to call my mom. So they wrote the number on a paper and said, is this your mom's number? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, okay. And I slapped it on this folder. And the next day someone stole my fucking folder and started calling my mom.
Yeah.
She's like a crazy dude.
Some crazy girl. There was mostly women there.
Did they give you like a cell phone, or do you have to use their
Nope.
phones?
You have to use their phones on the wall. And they're turned off during groups.
So if it's mostly women, that kind of makes sense because they probably just lock the other dudes up in jail, right?
Yeah,
like,
probably. Like there
they
was
probably
me
don't make it that
and
far.
4 other guys there.
Uh-huh.
And of the other guys, 2 of them were so sedated that they would not, like, they didn't know where they were.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it makes sense. Like men are just kind of
Yeah.
physically more dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was so depressed and upset that he wouldn't function. And one of them would walk around like I did. And every time we'd walk, I'd walk the opposite direction. And every time I'd see him, I'd go, what up? I bet that didn't get annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was,
That's sounds like a fun time.
yeah. And then my mom decided I have to move back in with her, so.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably better. You know, give you more saving time and get you back on your feet.
Yeah, see, here's the thing, though. I've already had to spend $170 just to live there. Out of the money that I didn't have.
To live with your mom?
Yeah. Because no son of hers is going to sleep on a mattress without a bed frame.
Okay. Oh, so you had to like upgrade your living status
Yes.
just to live there? Well then, that sounds fun.
And we went to IKEA and she's like, yeah, I'll pay for this much. And I was like, okay, so what? And she's like, you're going to buy the bed frame. And I was like, that sounds fair. Hers comes out to be like $60 and mine's $120. I was like, what the fuck happened?
Nice.
Fuck you, goats.
Yeah. Fucking goats.
Fuck off.
So when I saw your text, you're like, I'm not gonna make it to D&D and stuff, and the first thought that came to my mind, I swear to you, the first thought that came to my mind was, well, if my waifu was Rem, I'd probably kill myself too. That was my first thought. Your waifu is shit. You should feel bad.
Fuck you. My waifu's the best.
And then, but yeah, when I was at work, I was listening to the Amity Affliction
Uh-huh.
that
That's good.
Eric's pretty big into, and I was like just listening to the words because they talk a lot about like suicide and stuff.
Mhm.
I was like, wow, these words, they mean so much more now. Just knowing that you were like in the hospital and stuff. It was weird.
Well, here's the thing.
It was like a really trippy day.
To text you that, I had to say, I need to text my landlord, otherwise they're going to start calling the police and being worried about me.
Mm-hmm. So you just like lie your ass off.
And so they were like, okay, you can have your phone for 5 minutes. I got to get 5 texts out.
To like everyone that
Yeah.
you needed to let know.
And I didn't even get to text everyone. And they were like, okay, phone back. And I was like, okay.
So how did the girlfriend react to all of this news?
She was happy that I went.
Mm-hmm.
So she's totally on board then.
Yeah.
That's good.
So like,
Well, she was the one that was like, you need to do something about this, like.
or we're not talking anymore.
Yeah, because like he was like always like, fuck this shit. I don't fucking live, and just stuff like that. And she's like, wait, well, hold on now. We're going to the doctors. We're gonna get this straightened out.
She was like, "Yep, if you don't go to the doctor, you won't see me anymore." And I was like,
This vagina is closed.
and then 10 minutes later, I was like, "Okay, cool, appointment's made."
Yeah. Yeah.
Wasn't much of a choice there.
He didn't give me a choice. He gave me an ultimatum
Yeah.
that I couldn't refuse.
An offer that could not be refused.
So, yeah, she's awesome. I came here from her house today,
That's
as
cool.
usual now.
Well, yeah. So you kind of still living there, even though you moved back in with the
Yeah.
mom, essentially.
Yeah, but she's gonna start going to school again and working full time, both of them full time. So
Mm-hmm.
I won't I'll see her like once a week.
Where does she live now?
Salt Lake.
Salt Lake. Okay.
Yeah,
And your mom's in.
my mom's in Centerville.
Okay.
So I'm saving like 50 miles of gas just driving from my mom's to her house instead of
All the way.
from,
Yeah.
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 That's a long drive.
Yep.
So Ryan went from having like a full house to having nobody there.
In a month.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks for
Other
him.
Ryan dipped out
Mm-hmm.
and
Does it suck for him though? He's kind of crazy.
he's a little insane and he can afford it, so
Oh, as long as he can afford it, that's cool. But
yeah.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, no D&D this week.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm good with that. I got WoW to play.
I know you do.
Got lots of WoW to play. God damn.
But next week,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me and Joel went ham and did so much PvP today.
Oh, it felt so good. God damn, Vanilla WoW is so good.
Feels good. Feels right.
Yeah, I haven't uploaded any videos for like 2 weeks now. You get back into that.
I'm sorry, Joel. God damn.
You fucked it all up.
Oh yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry late Christmas, because we've got 2 weeks of videos before this comes out.
That's fine.
But Christmas soon,
Christmas.
Yay! Happy New Year's. It's probably like January, the first
like-
week of January or something now.
This is probably
Probably even
January
for-
9th.
Yeah, this is
dude.
like mid-January.
like January 8th or 9th, yeah.
No, it's going to be more than that. Because we
Oh.
got 2 weeks. This is going to be week 3.
So, does the world end in 2017?
Nah.
I don't
2017 is looking bright as fuck.
Yeah, it is.
It's looking bright as fuck for me. That's for damn sure.
I'm gonna love it.
just living vicariously through me.
Yeah, I'm a married man with 2 kids. That's all the dreams I get.
Other people's dreams. That's all I have.
I gotta live through you like I live through my children.
That's great.
Isn't that why you have children, though?
Yeah, it's basically it. You basically like want them to do everything that you couldn't do yourself. So
Mhm. I was watching a interesting. I don't remember what it was. One of those fucking Swedish-ish fucking countries, and it was like a documentary about like nature versus nurture and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it was going into it, and one of the quotes there was like parents who have one kid think it's like nurture from like them and everything, and then when parents have 2 kids, it's like, oh yeah, these kids just kind of come out of the box like they're like this.
yeah, well, my first son, when he came out, it was instantly like, okay, this kid is like born the way he was, like instantly. And then like when I had my second kid, I was like, yeah, there's no fucking nurture in this. Not till they get older. Like they come out of the box and they're just like their own person from the very start. Like my first child was very ornery and cry, and he just was like a really naughty baby. And then my second baby came out and he was just instantly like the happiest, nicest, like calmest kid ever, and like they haven't changed since then.
Yeah.
Like
And it's not like you've changed like your parenting style like drastically or anything. It's you do the same shit and the kids are just vastly different.
yeah,
you know?
they deal with problems in their own way, and like I don't change the way I deal with either one of them. They get the same treatment, but they're both completely different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was interesting because a lot of like, it was talking a lot about like feminists, how they're saying there's no difference between the genders and blah 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 blah. It's like gender's a construct, it's all taught, and then it's like, well, there's a lot of studies that kind of show that's not fucking true, and that like when kids get kind of like bullied by other kids, it actually affects them worse than like a bad home environment.
I'd believe it.
So like they've found that like they don't think nurture plays like almost any role as long as your household isn't like you're practically killing the kid every day by like beating them or something. Like the majority of households, it seems to be like it's mostly genetics. Like they're just kind of born this way, and you just have to kind of navigate who they are, like figure out who they are and help them, like just be like whatever they're good at, like help them be like get into that shit,
Exactly. And
like you can't force them to be good at anything. They did even studies with like adopted kids, and they found that there's like literally no correlation to like how well you treat the kid to like IQ and all this kind of stuff. It's like pretty crazy.
Yeah, I can agree with like almost all that because my sons, like we're not the type that are like, okay, you're a boy, you have to play with like boy toys. You're a girl, you have to play with girl toys. Like my sons grew up with their aunts, and their aunts are about their same level. Or I mean, I've been playing too much.
The kids are leveling up slowly. It takes a long time.
About the same age. Like my son is 5 now, and he has an aunt that's 7. So they're like really close in age. And they both play with each other, but my son he only wants to play with boy toys, and she only wants to play with girl toys, and they have both inside of her grandparents' house, like boy and girl toys, and it's just really weird. Mm-hmm. Like we don't force it upon them at all, and
they did tests, and it's like kids as young as like 6 months old or something, like they just naturally go towards like the different toys, and that it actually depends on the testosterone and like how much testosterone the baby had like in the womb. They can actually test that, like when they're a little fetus, they can see, and they've shown that like the more and more testosterone you have, like the more it like pushes the men towards like the more aggressive behavior and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So it's pretty interesting. Like you would think that you as a parent have more effect than you really do, and it turns out you kind of don't.
Well, and the thing that's crazy too is I've told you how I got like that DNA test done on myself, and like I can see like what's in me.
Was that the 23andMe, or what did you do?
We just did the ancestry one.
Oh, okay.
And my entire family has done it now, and like each of our DNA is completely different. So it just kind of depends on what gets thrown inside of you. It seems like, like I'm more, I have a lot of Irish and a lot of not Sweden.
I've heard enough. You've got
Denmark.
One of those
Ireland.
One of those
Iceland.
Viking places. I've got a lot of that in me, and then a lot of English. So my brother has like the complete opposite of me, and like you can just tell between our personalities. And my dad has like kind of the in between me and my brother, and it's just really weird to look at and see and then see how all our personalities are different. So I think a lot of that has to play in it,
Yeah, it really does. Like just from watching that, it's kind of cool and mind blowing in a lot of ways that you're kind of just born as who you are. You're born into whatever class you are, right? Like you're born as a mage, and that's how you're gonna fucking be. and you can't really rework your class, Like maybe you can like pick some special talents here and there to like. Or whatever, but it does kind of seem like you're going to do what you're going to do, and you just have to help your kids figure out whatever that is,
Mm-hmm. Like, I can already tell you my youngest, he's really into music, and you can just see it from, like, a young age, and my eldest couldn't give 2 rats' asses about it. Like, he likes music, it's interesting to him, but he's more interested in games and stuff like that. That's what he cares about.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Or it's just all because the patriarchy and sexism.
All because of white straight men like us.
I know. Look at us talking. Look at us mansplaining.
You goddamn cis.
Son of a bitch.
My favorite thing is it's like, why do you people always have to judge people by their gender, their race, or their age or something like that? And it's like, now shut up, you straight white men.
Or it's the Tumblr post that says like, how has like a picture of like someone dancing through lasers, and it's like trying to make a post on Tumblr without offending anybody. And there's like, well, if you don't like post all this sexist blah 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 blah, and then like the guy right under that, he's like, well, you kind of just proved his point. This post wasn't sexist, homophobic, or anything, and you got offended. Like, seems like kind of impossible to not offend people. It's great.
Well, as I get older, and I don't know if it's just because I'm getting really old now, but
You're an old grumpy man.
I get angrier, and I just don't put up with people's bullshit anymore. And like, I don't care if I offend anyone anymore. Like, I really just don't. And like, 2016 has really just like pushed me over that like tipping point of really just not caring.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if it offends you, great. I don't need you in my life.
Yeah.
So
Good. That's all I needed to know.
Yeah.
You're offended by nothing. All right. Good. I
Yeah.
know you know. Let's move like our separate ways.
exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
Let's not fucking dance around this anymore.
Like, I want to be around somebody I can joke around with and have a good time with, and they don't take it seriously. It's just.
Yeah. I agree.
Now, can we just talk about that bridge we just passed a second ago?
Sure.
Because
What's going on with the bridge?
We didn't take the bridge, but we just walked up the mountain and walked back down because there's a trail there.
Did we?
Yeah.
What?
What happened?
So
I'm gonna
if you
walk back here.
So there's a trail that goes around the
Oh.
bridge. And so
That's right.
The bridge is literally pointless.
This is kind of a pointless bridge.
like that's what I was.
You make a solid observation here, Mason. The lithium's working.
The lithium is there.
I went this way because I thought this was the road, and then it stopped, so then I circled back.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter.
I know it doesn't matter. That's funny. I mean, someone worked really hard on this, okay?
Maybe the bridge is there for when it rains, so then you can get the carts through.
Maybe the bridge is there for when it pours.
When it pours, yeah.
Because when it rains, it pours, motherfucker.
I was waiting for it. I caught on after a second.
Holy shit!
I fucked up. I did Shift B. I've been playing too much WoW, so I opened up my bags. It's like a twitch to like just constantly flip my bags open and close. So yeah, my bad.
Something that we do constantly.
Well, I don't give a shit that you opened your bag. Your fucking Geralt just was like...
Yeah. Well, I've been walking for so long. I think we've gotten used to seeing him just like saunter his way along. Like,
yeah.
It's a pretty looking game though. It's beautiful.
It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you, goats.
This is something I tell Mason every time. Like every time we start recording, it's just a thing I do. I have to
He's
look
gotta
at
just
everything.
look around for a minute and go, God
Because
damn
like
it,
right
looks
now
good.
I've seen so much of it that it's not as like ooh. But like every time we come back like a week later, like I look at the trees, I'm like, God damn, look at this
Like
fucking tree.
look at that tree on your left, like the moss going up. It looks fucking amazing.
All the shadows and everything, and all the little leaves are all like, it's great. Gonna say it every time too. Get used to it, bitches.
And seeing like the sheep earlier, just running around in little packs.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome.
It's pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah, it's really cool.
a
Until
good
they
game.
turn into wolf packs.
Well, I mean, we've got our fire. We got a sparkler. Come on, man. You can't kill yourself. We got a fucking sparkler, man. Look at this shit. Yeah, it's the worst skill I've ever fucking bought, and I love it.
Forever ago.
That's like Furbolg form. It's useless, but it's amazing.
Yeah, but it's totally amazing. It's almost necessary. That's how amazing it is.
I feel like I couldn't play the game without it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know. Well, we're glad you're still with us, Mason.
Mm-hmm.
That makes me a little comforted to know that you're like, all right, fuck this. I gotta call people, like, to get some help. That's good.
Well, the thing that I realized is I was like, after I had found out about it, I was like, should I call him? I was like, no, he probably just wants family and stuff. And then I was like, I kept telling Joel every day, I was like, I need to text Mason.
Mhm.
And I just never did it.
Yeah, he just sat at home jerking his cock. Like, I need to fucking text him. God damn it! Just
God damn it, Mason.
every day getting a little more and more angry. Just God damn it, Mason. Just
See,
fucking...
I was good. It was just in that moment of time.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't even like I don't have anyone that supports me or anything. It was like
Fuck this shit.
just fuck it, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I literally was eating bread and water
Yeah.
for like 2 weeks, Eric.
Yeah, you need to come to my work, Mason. And I
Go
give
to Smith's.
No, yeah. You need to go to Smith's, and I give the good dick to this girl that works at Costa Vita.
Uh-huh.
and she brings me food every day, and I could have fed you.
I know. I know people can feed me, but it's like I was talking to my mom, and it's just like I don't want to admit defeat. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be like I need help.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's not.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
He's aware. It's that thing that everybody feels.
It's just that like feeling of just like I couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I ended up having to do is I had to get over that because at first it was really hard for me, especially like with Joel, because Joel gives me a lot of fucking free shit and stuff like that. But I realized like what, Joel and me are like we've been doing this for so long. When we were younger, I got him shit. Now that he's in a position, he'll get me shit, and later on, if I'm in a position, I'll get him shit. Like, we'll just keep working until we get even. Like, and it's not even a big deal, even if we do get even. It's just fucking shit.
I gotta tell you though, that well is drying up, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's
the investment that I put in. I understand that it's not coming back because your well's dry too.
I gotta go donate plasma to fuel our gaming addiction.
I'm
Pretty
gonna
much.
start donating plasma too.
Okay, come with me. I'll do it with you.
I can't do it. It just freaks me out too
I
much.
can't do it either. It terrifies the fuck out of me.
We had a long discussion many an episode ago about this shit.
It's really not that bad. It's an hour. I fucking watch Naruto on my phone. It's good.
I just need to go get money for my car payment this month.
That's true. You got a lot of bills.
Yeah.
And you're getting that good puss. So you gotta have the... it's expensive, right?
Well, she finally got a job again, so that'll make things easier.
I guess that helps.
Well, and there's always Smiths.
No.
Just 2 days.
We don't want him to kill himself. What are you doing? What are you doing? We literally just got him back. What are you doing?
I'm trying.
Eric,
I'm trying.
we let you on the episode, and this is what you fucking do.
I was finally feeling stable, and you're just like, Mason, you can make this decision, though.
I'm trying.
Mason, come back to
No,
Smiths.
honestly, I think I need to go find a new job just because of this therapy thing I need to do. I think it's 3 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
My first appointment's just tomorrow to get everything figured out. And if I go to it, it's only between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'd be missing a full day of work just because of that.
Yeah.
So I think I need to go find a new job.
Well, like I said.
How did you get a hold of what's his face, Rich Santa?
Richard?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he was
he
one of
came
the
out and
five,
visited
I
me the
guess.
first night.
That's good.
My mom called him though when I called her,
Yeah,
but I couldn't get a hold of him that morning, which was like the biggest problem.
because you were supposed to go there.
I was supposed to go to
That
work, but I
morning
didn't know
and
where
you
I was
missed.
supposed to be working. And so I was just sitting there like, I don't know where the fuck I'm supposed to be. I'm missing work. Like, what the fuck? Like,
And you were already low on money and
Yeah.
You hadn't
just
been
everything.
sleeping for like a month,
Yeah.
and like you were eating bread, and you're just like, God damn it!
Yeah.
Everything just fucking piled on
Yeah.
top
like
of
everything was just like, you know what?
It was building up. The
I don't wanna do this anymore.
Doctor didn't give a shit. Keep taking your trazodone,
Well, that
bitch.
doctor, it's not that he didn't give a shit. It's that my mom had only told me, like, I didn't know anything about my whole dad's issue thing.
About like the bipolar.
Yeah, so she only told me about
like her
her
family.
side,
So
hoping that it was her side.
had she had mentioned it, then the doctor would have been like,
The doctor could have
like,
known, oh, you have
this is important,
bipolar
yeah.
disorder runs in your family.
that we should probably do
Then
this.
we can check out this.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it wasn't like oh, mom didn't tell me anything. It was just
She didn't think to
yeah.
Just a fuck up.
yeah.
And so it like I don't blame my doctor in any way, shape, or form. Like he's only doing what he can do. Like he can only go off of the information that I give him.
Yeah.
But like he was just like, okay, well, sometimes it takes time to get used to the meds, so we're gonna keep doing this until March, and then you can you'll come back and we'll talk about everything again. I was like, okay, this fucking looks awesome.
This is a cool fucking goat
Dun,
path.
dun, 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 dun.
Eric
Dun, dun,
missed
dun,
the
dun,
slide.
dun, dun. He did miss the slide. It's the devil's dick.
The devil's dick.
I don't know what we called it. I don't remember. It was the game designers knew. There's like a
Yeah.
slide down the mountain. It was really fun.
We stood by it for forever. We're like, this can't possibly be a slide.
Did we just wander into a fucking place of power?
Yeah, we did.
What the fuck?
Place of power for what? Axie?
Hiya!
What is this? It is Axie, I think. Maybe. Okay, let's buy a skill point. Let's do it. Let's do
Yay!
something game related here.
Blue points.
Blue points is all we want. Do we want the fire stream, right?
We already have it.
Yes.
We can get 3 points into it, though.
Let's do it.
Fuck it. It just reduces the cost so we can do it longer
Let's do
now.
it for longer now. Show how long we can do it.
Oh, look at me. Oh, look at how long I can last. Ooh.
Fuck yeah.
That's a pretty
It's like
substantial.
one of those mages is like magic hands.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I made it.
Oh shit.
I was clearly on the ledge. Don't you judge me.
That's like the time that you almost fell off and Geralt caught us.
Yeah, that was terrifying. Oh my god. Good times. Well, shit, Mason. We're glad we still got you.
Oh yeah.
We got lots of things to record. All the good stuff. I would say you don't have to go quite so extreme for the viewers to get them some stories.
I went for the story. I went for the big scoop.
I had to get it. There was news everywhere.
You know you could just lie, right? You don't actually have to do it.
You can make up stories. It's fine.
Yeah, but
Just make shit up.
if I make them up, it's not as good. I want our stories to be 100% authentic.
Yeah, let our viewers know. When we tell stories, we go deep, all right? We get you the real scoop.
Well, God, how am I supposed to one up this now?
I don't know, Eric.
Well, hold on.
You gotta,
In other
you
news,
gotta drown your kid. That's what you gotta do. Kill your family. Come over and like take us hostage, and they're like, "We're recording, motherfuckers."
It's covered in fucking blood and shit. Entrails all over me.
make us sing like Christmas carols.
Yeah, just
We're just crying. Oh.
there's no fucking gameplay. It's just you guys tied up in the corner with me and a camera.
This is still my GoPro that I
Yeah.
got for Christmas for whatever reason. Good
Yeah, in
times.
other news, I was supposed to go hang out with Taylor this week.
Mhm.
He hasn't fucking texted me.
Yeah, he's in town.
Yeah,
isn't he?
Taylor's in town right now.
Yeah, he is. And he hasn't fucking texted me.
Oh, that's what Cody was saying.
I've been gaming with Taylor. You need to game with us now that you're.
I've been playing games with Taylor.
Yeah, yeah.
and Cody.
But I'm saying I'm part of it now.
What have you been playing again?
We've played that
Vermintide?
Heart of Iron 4,
What the fuck is that?
Ark.
I know what Ark is.
Yeah, Heart of Iron 4 is a lot of fun. You basically like. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot to it. You'll just have to look it up. It's a fun game though.
Hmm.
We just talk a lot of political bullshit.
Yeah, that's all we do.
Yeah.
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 Were you playing with him too, Mason?
I play with him and Cody. We play StarCraft and Vermintide.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just make fun of Cody a lot, and
Yeah, I
Fun.
say a lot of "Ha,
Yeah.
virgin."
Yeah. I Taylor tries to calm Cody down, and I just keep egging him on, and I'm like, yeah, those goddamn. Those goddamn Russians, like just make up a bunch of bullshit that like sends them off in like a fucking like crazy Aryan, like pro-Aryan, like rant. It's so funny.
See, here's the thing.
fucking
He
Cody.
knows I'm there just to fucking grind his gears, so he won't get pissed off with the shit I say anymore. Ever since that whole anti-aircraft gun thing.
yeah, that was fun. That was definitely
It
fun.
was the only time I've ever actually feared for my life with Cody.
Yeah.
He was very angry.
I actually talked Cody into the last time we played that he hates all the races and he's all white power, and I actually talked him in, and now he believes it. And now like I was talking to him at work yesterday, and he was telling me, he's like, I just don't even know who I am anymore. He's like, I'm questioning myself, Eric. He's like, I'm lost.
Oh,
It was so
God damn it.
funny.
That sounds like so easy of a thing to do to fucking Cody.
Oh, it was.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was. We called him. We just told him he was a 1949er.
God damn it. That's hilarious.
It was so funny.
Well, when do you gotta go, Eric?
I actually got to get going now. My wife
Alright.
is waiting for me to watch the kids so she can go snowboarding. So
Mhm. Hopefully she fucking dies out
So
there.
what you're saying is
I mean it too.
you
I hope
can
she
leave your
fucking
wife at
dies
the
out
house if
there.
you turn your phone off and you can stay here.
I totally could.
That's what I'm hearing.
But then what might happen is you'll have a good story next week. No, finding out that I'm murdered and dead. You know,
I think your wife would go for a divorce
I mean-
before she'd murder you.
No, you don't know my wife.
Yeah,
She's crazy.
you're right. I agree. She'd
Yeah.
probably murder you.
She would straight up fucking strangle me in my sleep. I'd be like, all right, sweetheart, I'm going to bed. Love you. She'd be like, oh, I love you too, sweetheart. Like, close your eyes. Oh, you know what? You make sure you put your earplugs in.
No, she'll be
And then
like, here,
I'd never,
I've got a really sweet drink for you, and just fill a cup full of antifreeze.
yeah, I'd never fucking wake up again, and you'd see on the news, like, fucking crazy-ass lady cruising down the highway,
With,
like
her,
going
with
to...
your dick cut off in her hand.
dick cut off, fucking chucking it out the window and shit.
I mean, to be fair, that would one-up Mason.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're into one-upping, that's a way to go.
Well, hold on.
I'm not saying you can't then one-up him again.
I'll have my 5 minutes of fame. God damn
Yeah,
it.
you'll have 5 minutes. I'll
Give
have
him
an hour.
this moment, please. Well,
I'll get to the point where Joel will cut off my dick.
I don't know.
It'll be like that one German dude, or if I think he was German, who fucking like ate a person's dick, cooked it up, ate it, then fucking like butchered the guy and ate him.
It's pretty hardcore.
What about the Chinese guy that cut his own dick off and then went to the hospital, forgot his dick, had to ride his bike back home, got his dick, took it back, and they're like, yeah, there's nothing we can do.
I remember that story.
Holy shit.
I don't know where I heard that, but that's fucked up.
I heard that on Rooster Teeth Animated.
Yeah, that's right. It was like the person he was dating or something cut off his dick, wasn't it? Something like that?
No, he cuts off his own dick because he was like, fuck it, I don't want it anymore. And he goes, this is a bad mistake, and goes to the hospital, but he doesn't take his dick.
Yeah, he rides his bike all the way there.
I could just imagine you're just like, ow, mistake.
And he rode it like a pretty long distance too. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't like something trivial either. All right, well, thanks you so much for watching, guys. Me and Mason, we're gonna keep playing. we got all that shit going on. This was an interesting little episode. Hopefully, lots of stories, and we'll see you guys next time. John, Mata.
Bye!
Adios.
Fuck you, Eric.
I gotta beat that asshole.
Bye.